again, I said it at the beginning, yeah, away from the obvious, the performance gives me some confidence. You know, you play like that against Newcastle, you've got a good chance. Since the international break, that's been the best way we've played. Unfortunately, though, we never got the 3 points. So, and more than anything, the approach in the first half, like now I'm seeing, I saw Arteta gamble. As I said, I wanted that in the first half of the season. So that gives me, that was a reaction. I can't say he didn't come up to play. People can't call us negative for that game. But beyond that, it's to be honest, it's a results thing now, man. You just, it doesn't matter how good or bad you play, you just need to get points on the board and get points on the board quickly. And you're gonna have to keep yourself mentally. God forbid, but we know how football works. Newcastle have had a poor season. What if we go a goal down, knowing exactly what we know going into the game? How are we gonna react? The players just got to put their big boy pants on. The manager the same. They got 5 games in the Prem, 7 in the Champs. What shall be, man. So it is what it is. 5 games, just win the last 5. They can't do that. Listen, we hope.
It's not even about winning the last 5. It's no longer in your hands. We could win all 5 games
That's
and
the minimum
still
you
not
have to
win the
do.
league. Like, it's not in our hands anymore. But yeah, like, I get it. But here's my thing, guys, and I understand that, like, you know, we could just continue to try to be positive. The fact that I'm finding it so difficult to be positive just says everything that needs to be said, that we still have a chance and it feels like it's lost. That context matters. And I don't think you really can blame people for feeling. This isn't our first rodeo.
This is like, on a rope and you just let go eventually.
This is not our first rodeo, you know? So you can ask all you want for people to just remain positive. And what's the point of being negative now? It's because my natural thing, you know, I just, especially at the beginning of the season, I did not think we would win it. I thought Liverpool would do their thing and City would come before us. And the only time that I really was like, oh shit, was because everybody else was bad. Everybody else was bad. And we were kind of like up in front. And then we got a little cushion and it was like, oh, you know, but I think also when you have it in the back of your mind the whole time that they'll still catch us up, that we have this ability to crumble, and it starts to become a reality.
We got this insane ability, Jess, to fuck
it's
things
so
up.
hard.
You never underestimate that.
Yeah, I think you just have to, at this point, I think it's okay to allow people to feel whatever they're feeling, because this is not our first rodeo. It's just not. Slot ran away from us last season, and he's a bum and probably is not going to make it, you know, past this season. Arteta can't even do that. It's tiring. What is this for Newcastle?
I was thinking of that was there for Newcastle. I know Eze's probably going to play out wide, but I wanted to speak to you about these 3 in midfield. How would you feel about Odegaard, Rice, Eze, and the trade-off with everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly? Like, how do you feel about the midfield?
I mean, I would welcome that midfield with open arms. The fact that Zubi is somehow untouchable and undroppable is weird to me, considering he's out of form. Like, it's not that he's a bad player. He's a great player. Like, I like him. He had a great start to the season all the way up until December, but he's better in advanced positions, and Declan Rice has been better sweeping up, you know, so maybe there's just, but Odegaard is better than Zubi at the things that Zubi is meant to be doing right now. Dropping in, receiving the ball, getting us up the pitch.
Odegaard's actually got some freedom to do that.
Yeah.
Again, back to the manager.
Yeah. So I don't really know. But then, you know, but there's been a couple of times this season where Zubi has gotten back and got the ball and got caught, and we conceded, once against Spurs at home and once against United. So I think
and he's not
there's a lack of trust there that's warranted, because he hasn't been trustworthy, and that's fine. But there's just, you can't have Odegaard and Eze and only one of them play at this point, because you need one of them to get us into the final third, and you need the other one to create magic in the final third. They don't work without one or the other. And Arteta doing this 1 in, 1 out is not helping Eze either. Somebody that's probably the only attacker that we have that I feel like has the quality and is on the edge of good form.
And has been in a good moment, yeah.
Yeah, and Trossard hasn't scored since December. Martinelli should be coming.
Yeah, I don't want to see Martinelli. He stunk it up against City, man. I'd rather Trossard for that, man. And if Trossard stinks,
and it's not, and I'm not scapegoating Zubi. I don't think, like, I'm not one of those people that's saying like Zubi's terrible and Zubi's this. I think Zubi's had a good start to the season, but there's times where people go in and out of form, and the manager has to react quickly to make sure that you don't drain them of all of their confidence by playing them while they're out of form. He does the thing where he plays you even when you're out of form, like it's going to play you into form.
And you can see it as well. You don't trust nothing else, Jess.
Yeah, but you also don't want to diminish Eze because Arteta is going to play Odegaard. So the right person to remove is Zubi because he's not playing good. But you don't want to diminish Eze because you need somebody with that sparkle and that magic. But what he does is he keeps playing Zubi into the ground, plays Odegaard when he's not fit, and then diminishes Eze's confidence all at once by not making one simple decision. Just drop Zubi for a game or two. It won't end everything. Like he's making a mistake a game, basically. He has like a mistake leading to goal.
Chasing too long to goal
almost every single game. You know? So yeah, but I mean, if you're gonna play Zubi, then you have to play Eze on the left, which again, at this point, Eze should not be dropped from any game at all, because he's the only player that you have at this point that's in any sort of like decent form, but also looks like he can make something happen. So Eze has to be on the team sheet, whether that's in midfield or whether that's on the left.
What are you saying for the right hand side? Because I know it's not going to be Max Dowman, but I think
if Saka's fit, then Saka plays. So, and aren't they saying that he might be fit soon?
Yeah, but then you're gonna rush man back. Are they fit enough to start?
You don't have a choice. When your choices are a child or Nani, you have no choice. You backed yourself into a corner.
Play my kid, play my son, play Max Dowman. I can't lie. I know he's 16. I know he's 17. We had a positive performance, not a result against City. The last time we was at Bournemouth is crazy. We need stuff. The people want to criticize fans. Give the fans something. Obviously, Mikel Arteta, that's you and the collective bunch being proactive and all of that. Yeah, Rice clamp someone in the first 5 minutes. Eze start dancing and doing all that wavy black striker stuff and attacking midfielder stuff that we want. Max can do that. No one's going to be inspired by the other youths, man. But that's not even what I wanted to ask you yet. In your heart, I know there's rumors about Saka and I've got Dowman there. Who do you think goes on the right? Because for me, I think he's going to go Nani.
Saka.
So you think Saka, yeah?
I think he'll be fit, and I think no matter Arteta is going to play him.
I think he's going to play Nani there. But I think you might see Saka, Nani, Martinelli, Gyökeres. And obviously that front three stinky, and it all depends on what you do in the midfield, isn't it, really? Because even that front three, I think it's smelly. I do think it's smelly.
No, you have to drop Gyökeres. You don't play direct to their strengths. You have to drop Gyökeres. Why is Gyökeres still there?
What are you saying, Kai?
The guy is, I don't care how many goals that man scores. My eyes do not deceive me.
Yeah, he's horrible.
He smells, bro. But Kai, he's not going to score the goals, but we play better with him. And that's just the
really? Yeah. We're a more fluid system, but do we really play better with Kai?
Yeah,
I know people are going to look at the City game. We've played shit many a time.
We do. We just
and if we're still having this conversation, this is why we're not going to make it.
Yeah, and people could say, well, put Gyökeres in all you want, but if we're not playing against bottom level opposition, look at all the teams that Gyökeres has scored against. It's mostly bad teams in Europe, bad teams domestically. As the pressure gets worse, he's not going to score. He's not. And so
our inform forward.
So Gyökeres has to come off the bench. I feel you just bring him off the bench. Him and Martinelli's are off of the bench goal scorers.
So this is your 11. Well, I don't even know if you believe Mosquera's playing right back, or do you think White's in? Do you think Timber's back?
It's like, okay, well, put Gyökeres in to score more goals, but if I don't know, you can't put him in. That's whatever.
Who do you think's right back? Do you think
I mean, it can't. I mean, Mosquera's there.
Do you think he'll go Mosquera again or what?
He doesn't trust White. He doesn't.
Well, you've run him into the ground.
Yeah, he doesn't trust White. So Arteta's going to go more defensive.
Why though? Against Newcastle, like why? Like if someone's got a gun to your head, we're at that point now. Fuck it, shoot. We're backed into a corner. We might as well fight back now. We might as well be up for it. Of course, you got to be street smart. We don't know what the game's going to look like. But the fans are nervous. Why play nervous? Why have nervous tactics?
I would just say, again, we played better at City with something closer to this. And it's just because we can actually build up and we can actually create chances, clear-cut chances. I don't think you can just ignore it just because Kai missed those chances. He's going to miss those chances. Like, it just is what it is. But we created more chances. Gyökeres, I just think he scores against really bad teams. I just think it's just that simple. And we're not playing against a bottom feeder. So I don't know. But again, for the defense, Arteta's just going to go defensive because in his mind, if we keep the game close, it's better that the margins might fall in our direction. That's just how he thinks. You know. And was there not a game where Martinelli and Gyökeres came off the bench and did well? Inter? Was it not?
There's been a couple. There's been a couple. I just don't think at this moment in time, I don't think it's wise, man. I know Kai done his thing. We know Kai is probably the better systemic striker, but at the end of the day, Gyökeres, as rubbish as he might be, he's bagging in it, and I just don't want to play around with that. I find it funny how, I understand that it comes off the bench and whatnot. I just feel we need momentum. There's a little bit of momentum with Gyökeres. There's a little bit of momentum with Eze. Yeah, you're bagging. You're confident. You're bagging. You're confident.
Bagging where?
You're bagging your confidence. Since 2026, you've been one of our biggest goals.
He's not scored in April, has he? A penalty?
How many goals has this whole
penalty against Bournemouth? Is that his contribution this month?
What contribution has any of these guys had collectively this month? All I know is, despite what I think about him wearing jeans and all of these things, bro, he's got 18 goals in the system. He's got 12 in the league. If he hasn't done it, then who else has done it? I'm not interested in Kai's Havertz.
The fact that somebody has 18 goals this season and he's still considered shit is just...
We know that, though. Kai shit as well. Like, I know what I'm getting with Kai. I know if them chances fell to Gyökeres, whether he'd be there or not, he's going to bag. But
it'll be very interesting because
you've got two strikers that don't really do much.
Neither one of them is the answer,
And this is the problem.
Yeah, neither one of them is the answer. If Kai is not out there, they'll want Kai in there. But I just think we have a better chance of creating more opportunities.
He's back once in April still.
We have a better chance of creating more opportunities with Kai, which is what we need. If we only create one chance the whole game,
but are we scoring them?
What it is, so.
But are we scoring them with Kai?
It's not even Kai. It's not even Kai prop, guys. I don't even like Kai.
No, she's not propping Kai.
But there's
Jess is definitely not propping Kai.
No, but there's just no denying that we play better with certain players. And it gives us a better chance of winning because we need to create more chances. Because if we only create one, we're not going to score. So
yeah, but when the chances come, you have to bag. When the ball's over the top,
and if Gyökeres is such a good goal scorer, then why have we only scored like one goal in April?
Because we're not creating. He is a good goal scorer. We're not going to do that.
So then, good. So then if we're not creating chances, then that has to come into the conversation when we talk about who's going to play. Because if it's just as simple as Gyökeres is a good goal scorer, so put him in, but we haven't scored shit since he's been playing all April, then we have to consider more than that.
He bagged. And he bagged against Southampton. And he played, I actually think he turned up in the League Cup final. And I know what I'm going to get with Kai. The movement, all of that's great. But when we're creating chances, there's one thing creating them. There's another thing bagging them. Kai Havertz, when Eze and Odegaard have put you on, you haven't bagged. That chance at the end, which to be fair, Gyökeres ain't headering that. I'd rather play my striker that's in form. And as much as I don't rate either player, and it's not even with Kai, Gyökeres, you actually look like you're down for the cause. I'd rather you play. There's also been games Kai's come off the bench and look better because Gyökeres has been running around.
That's fine. Neither one of them.
Look at the conversations we're having.
Neither one of them is a great option. But I'm sorry, if we sold Gyökeres in the summer, no one would blink an eye. Nobody. I need it to be set in stone that we're not having a conversation about Gyökeres. I don't care how many goals he scored. When we play with him, we play some of the worst football we've ever played.
We've been playing shit regardless. We've played terrible with Kai there. Kai is better off the ball than on the ball. And as much as I champion that and I've been gassing that, football's played with a ball at his feet.
No, it's because Arsenal are the type of team that need to create more chances in order to score 1 or 2 goals. And
If our midfield could create, if we actually had more gaps, if we
But
had
we
more
don't. But we
variety,
don't. But and
this
that's
is
the
my
point.
problem. It
But
wouldn't
we
really
don't.
matter if it's Kai
But
or
we don't.
Gyökeres.
But we
It wouldn't
don't.
matter if it's
So we need
Kai
to
or
go with
Gyökeres.
whatever system is going to help us create more, and that's the point. So
As
yeah,
long as they
if it
put the
was
ball
up
in
to
the back
me,
of the net.
Gyökeres would come off of the bench.
Look at the conversations we're having.
He
We're
needs
not
to
gonna
come off
make
the
it.
bench.
We're not gonna make it. We're genuinely not
People
gonna make
will prop Gyökeres just because they hate Kai, but not be honest about the fact
it.
that
People prop
he
Kai because
is
they
not
hate
the
Gyökeres.
answer. He
People
scores
have
against bums and
everybody
bums
has said
only.
Gyökeres is shit.
I hear
Nobody has Kai Havertz has been compared to Van Persie and all of these guys. And if you don't understand what he brings to the system, then you don't know ball. It's ridiculous.
they're both
There's only
awful.
like 3-4 players that we actually all believe in, Arsenal fans. This is darkness. This is dark. Let me ask you that as well, Jess.
They're
Genuinely, yeah, form is one thing, but what players do you actually believe in at Arsenal? Like, not obviously there's different tiers and all of that kind of crap, but who do you actually like believe in, like players?
awful.
I'll help you with two because I know you're gonna say it's got to be Saliba and Gabriel. That's cool.
Raya.
3.
Raya. Timber. To a certain extent, Hincapié as well.
Okay, Warrior. We haven't gassed him up enough. Warrior, like that, he's down for the cause. Obviously, Dowman.
Yeah. So yeah.
There might be 1-2 others, but then it's kind of done there, innit? But that's my thing. Look at what we're talking about. That's where I was saying it's a bigger conversation. There's 3-4 players like that we can put our life on. I would say Saka as well. Obviously, Saka, the form's not been there. White, you've been running to the ground. Couple of them, man. Do you know what's so horrible, Jess, as well? Going back to the striker thing, yeah, we know we're a long way removed from it. But if Gabriel Jesus could just give us 50% of the 2022-23 one, you would be a bloody brilliant player to have at this moment in time. But it's neither here nor there.
The thing I don't like about Gabriel Jesus is because he's been benched for so long, you can tell that he's not interested in what we're doing. He's an emotional wreck, and he can't give us 100%. You can just tell he is such an emotional player that I feel like he feels some type of way because he hasn't been utilized. So you can't even count on him. He's just, to me, he's just a non-option. Is he more talented than both Gyökeres and Kai Havertz put together? Yes. But he's been so iced out for so long and that's another thing about Arteta's man management is he leaves the play. Like there's just certain players that need a little bit more like arms around the shoulders or whatever.
You don't warm the engine.
Yeah, no, because at this point, if I was MLS and he asked me to do something, I would flip him off. I would tell him I would.
You wouldn't be at the club anymore. Look at this. Like it was all good until the international break, man.
So, but yeah, I'm not trying to. It's not about. It's on Arsenal. You have to hate down on one player, and like even if the other player is shit, it's just like you'll pretend.
There's
both Gyökeres and Kai are both ass to me. They're both bad. Like I remember a season where Kai scored 15 goals and I still thought he was a terrible signing. So goals do nothing. I'm just trying to think what's the best way of getting our better players, the Sakas, the Ezes, into better positions to score because they're the real players in this team. So whatever. You could start Gyökeres or Kai. As far as that, they're both awful to me. They're both awful to me in different ways.
And it shouldn't be the case.
They're two of our least talented players and our least technical players. They're hard to watch.
And you know what the funny thing is? We can criticize those players. Both of them, Mikel Arteta, you wanted them. They signed for the club. Make it happen, innit? That's all I want to know. Like, that's it. By hook or by crook. Before we wrap this up, Jess, I did want to ask you certain things. We'll go for it quickly. Do you think Arsenal signing Arda Güler, firstly? Silence is golden still.
Yeah. Arteta would not. He would know he's not going to sign any creative players. Not like that.
You're going to cut off their wings, man. They're not going to be able to fly.
Yeah, he's not going to. He would be a great player for us to have in fact, we should go back to some of the old recipes and at least we need more technical quality, like we need air. But Arteta's going to go and bring in another left back with a long throw.
You're bringing in athletes with no tech. And I can't get, it's got to the point, like, we said this earlier, but I can't get Gyökeres. I accept you for what you are. Kai, I accept you for what you are. Noni, I accept you for what you are. Trossard and Martinelli and everything we've spoken about, I accept you for what you are. There's very few players that actually have my effing belief still, like proper belief. It's never gonna be there, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even think any teams are like defenses or teams are even afraid of Arsenal players individually. They're just like, we just have to keep them from getting to the corner. And that's a problem. You know, Arteta's went he's gone way too far in the other direction. Like watching us trying to pass out from the back has been so disappointing, because there used to be a time where if you did press us, it was a problem because we could just pass right by you and get beyond you. We can't run beyond you, you know, and we also cannot pass through you. So our only option is to boom it long. And I'm sorry, like I can accept us becoming more physically, you know, a better physical team and being good off the ball, but we are so poor in possession and our technical quality is so low. I just can't live this way. Because once our physical superiority is diminished, because Arteta is going to do that because he's going to run you into the ground, we are like lumps. That's it. What about Trossard?
Will you sell him to Napoli? Apparently they're showing strong interest.
Yeah, of course. He should have gone last summer.
Fair.
Yeah, of course.
I'm with that.
I don't think he likes Mikel.
I don't think he likes much, man. I mean, I've seen him smile a lot more, but you know what, Arteta, funny enough, he ain't bought many attackers, but Trossard's probably been the best attacker you have signed, you know, relative to the case study. Would you have Bernardo Silva? Now, I think this is a bullshit, but would you have him?
No,
you wouldn't have him.
No, because the reason why is not because I do not rate him or because I don't think that he's a fantastic little player. It's because they will never play for us like they'll play for him.
I hear that their hunger's kind of, I don't know him personally, but their hunger's probably gone. They've kind of checked out. But if it was just white and black of Bernardo Silva, I think we need some bastards, innit? He's a bastard.
Yeah, we do, but we need to find our own and find our own identity outside of City. Like, you know, so we need so much in attack, so much in those attacking areas. I get it. Like, he's a fabulous little player, but
does he even deserve other attackers?
Yeah, it would just never work for us. We need a manager unattached to Manchester City and no more players from their team. We just need
buying the guys from the Premier League that are like, bro, I did it. Yeah, just let people know they can find you, man. Like,
sorry, guys.
These are making me more pissed off. You're making me think about certain things even harder now. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, you guys can find me at Jessica Black TV on TikTok and on Instagram, and the Jessica Black YT on YouTube. And then, look out for my McDonald's commercial.
Come on. And we always appreciate Jess being here. Again, at least she's doing what she needs to do. She's doing kick-ups in the commercial and whatnot. Again, people, you know where to find her. Are we getting any Arsenal videos and whatnot this week? Or
you guys will get at least one big wrap-up video from me at the end of the season where I'll give you guys all my thoughts.
Make sure you're following Jess on all her social media. Make sure you're subscribed to her. As usual, it's always a pleasure to have you here, Jess. Just unfortunate that we're having these conversations. It didn't have to go this way. So, yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Big up the chat, all the super chatters, all of you lot. Appreciate you lot. Any last words, Jess?
No.
She's checked
out. Talk to you guys too. I'll talk to you guys later.
People, one love. Jess, appreciate you.
Bye.
Regardless, it frees up all the boys in the building.